Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is 777 Awakening News, here to address my latest newsletter. Clarity on judgmental Christians. Now, this is a Christ in You ministry, and just for a fair warning that if something I say offend you, you have a right to be offended or comment me. It's not going to bother me. But I conversate with unbelievers all the time, and I just like to address two main primary points that they make to why they do not want to get involved with Christianity. For one, they say that Christians are intolerant and judgmental people, and they themselves are not perfect. And of course, the marriage before sex thing, they also have a problem with. So I'm here to bring clarity to A, not B. A, are Christians really judgmental and intolerant people? So, for fair scholars out there, something that I'm saying or teaching here is debunk what you have been taught in the past. Sorry about that. You need to examine what you've been taught. Okay, so as I examine what I am talking about here, I like to prefer it as the word key, K-I-E. Keep on educating yourself. So the best way to examine something is to examine all sides of it. So you have heard from me many times the Christian side and Christian aspects, and I come with that a lot. Now we're going to examine the other side. Are Christians really intolerant and judgmental people? And I'm going to go with no. People are not judgmental and intolerant people. And I'm going to go with yes. Christians are judgmental, intolerant people. Okay, so there's a no and there's a yes. I know you like choose one. You can't do that. It's not fair. Well, don't have to choose one because both answers are correct. Okay, so anytime that you get into ministry, depending on how deep you get into ministry, if you have your own church, at one point in time, you're going to have to address sin. Paul does the same thing through the Old Testament. He's addressing sin in the church. He's addressing fornication. He's addressing all types of things that are amongst us Christians. So one thing we could sit here and do is act like we could expose anybody else, but we want to expose our own self. And that is a personal problem between you and God. See, some of this stuff is a personal problem that no man is supposed to touch. And the judgmental thing, that is a personal problem between God's child in God. But there are some things that is supposed to come to the light without the judgmental part. So, first of all, it's easy to get saved, and it's hard to get saved. Okay, so the easy part is confessing with your mouth, Romans 10:9, that Jesus is Lord, and God has rose him from the dead. The confessing of in your mouth part is the thing that you hear. It's the thing that you are witnessing. You are witnessing yourself. It's not a dream. So, we're here to Jeremiah 17. It's, although you get saved, the Bible says you will be. It didn't say that you might be. If you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and God has risen from the dead, so that's fine. I love to see people get saved. Hallelujah. You saved. You're born again. Welcome to the kingdom. Congratulations. You have received Jesus Christ. And you say, wow, that easy? Yeah, it's that easy. But be careful. Because there are two ways in which you can live that will affect the way that you are treated by your master. So, hold on 1 second. Push it up. No, come on. All right, don't push it. No, push it. Yes. Oh, God, sorry. Okay. All right. So, the one thing you did was receive Jesus in your heart, and this is a decision that you wanted to make because you, well, for one thing, you like all the escalades. You like the group setting. You like the warm, loving feeling. You feel like you're a part of something. You feel like something has made itself a part of you, and that's God. You feel God for the first time, and you say a confession and say, "Wow, I'm saved." But watching two ways in which you go on with your life, and even before, because you just don't decide that God is going to take you. God has already decided He was going to take you before He took you, before you decided. So, before you decided, He decided way before you was even thought of. So, this way still apply. Jeremiah 17:5 says, to confirm a King James Version. Bible says, thus said the Lord, cursed be the man that trusts in man and make flesh his arm, and whose heart depart from the Lord. So you received Jesus, and then you went back to the way you've been living. Okay, so now I don't know what some of our things we believe about curses, but it's kind of a scary word. Sounds like a scary word to me. Curses, not blessed. I mean, anything not blessed is probably not the original way that God designed it. So, not pointing anything to the homosexuals. Gay is anything that's out of the natural order, to the way that God designed it. So, a lot of things I see gay. Even people that say gay, they say gay, they say this, they say they say ain't a gay, they gay. But they the main one. That's why it's so horrible to judge, because you don't know where you are bringing judgmental and condemnation to your own self. Man. Right back to putting your trust in man. And then you might ask, well, what else I supposed to do? I couldn't see it. I could say, what you want me to close my eyes and you gotta guide me, I can't even see you? And then God gonna say, yeah, exactly. I want you to trust me. Close your eyes and fall straight back onto the concrete floor. And if you want to, expect to hurt yourself. But the act itself is faith in me that I will not let you hurt yourself. Or falling in such a way, and you might say, well, it's over, God let me down. And then he limits your pain. Or you say, oh, God let me down. Oh, yeah, he didn't come through, but he zipped the time. The time was like, you're like, how long was I in the belly of the whale? 3 days. What? It seemed like only 5 minutes. Yeah. Yep, the act itself. Even to the point of when Abraham was coming down with the knife. He could have came all the way down. He might have came to the tip. To having that knife pointing at his son. I don't mean he hate his son. He just loved God. He loved God in such a way that he will obey anything that God say. So you got some things to learn, and this is what makes you suffering like a baby. I gotta have this milk. I gotta get this stuff in my heart. I can't go back the way I was. And then you start getting this word, and it start going crazy. You in this word, you in this word, you in this word, you in this word all the time. That's how it is when you first get saved. But then you bring some things upon yourself because your trust is still in man. So, in such a way, verse 6, for he shall be like the has in the desert, and shall not see when good comes, but shall inhabit the preach place in the wilderness, and a salt land, and not inhabited. So, I say there's gonna be a couple of teasers. Some blessings gonna come your way, but then as soon as you see it get close to you, it goes the other way. God's now start testing you. You're like, man, I got saved last week. God don't see where what I thought he was gonna be. Now I didn't think it, and then your faith started getting a little bit weary. That's the way it is. At verse 7, blessed is the man that trusts in the Lord, and who hope is in the Lord. So this is why you're such a baby fever for that milk you want. You need it, because at first you got saved and you went back to the way you was living. And that thing started to go downhill a little bit. And you didn't know what was going on with God. You thought God was a beneficial thing. This is for to help me. God, I want to live a blessed life. I don't want to be struggling. I don't want for nothing. I want to be child of the king, like the preacher said. I want to be like a king. Stick your chest out like a king. I want to live like a king. I want to feel like a king. If Jesus is a king, he's living in me, then he's a king living in me. I should feel like a king, right? Don't feel that way. God bring victories on you that feel like you losing. Hey, victory don't feel like winning. That, for y'all who don't know what victory feel like, victory don't feel like winning. Victory feel like you just got the crap kicked out of you. Because you probably did. But the fact that God gave you strength to stand. Ooh. You can hold a hand up in the air and say, and feel like a champion. But you don't have to feel like a champion. You just look like you feel like a champion. You look like you do, but you're not. You feel like crap. So, well, God, what's going on? Cursed is the man whose faith is in man. Blessed is the man who put his trust in the Lord. So in two ways in which you live out the end can affect the way everything goes. Or before then, even before you say, because I already chose you. And the more you deny, man, I'm not going to get involved with the Christians because they got this thing about sex that, man, I don't know, man. I got this big old three-bedroom house, and I might want to bring a girl in there every other weekend, or I might want to have some fun, something like that. Man, Jesus Christ is, it spoils some fun for me. But you know what? You belong to Him. You don't belong to yourself. We're going to get to that. Let me finish reading it. Say, in verse 8, said, "For he shall be like a tree planted by the waters, and that shall spread out his roots by the river, shall not see when heat comes, but his leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither cease from yielding fruit." See, just like the curses, you didn't see when the blessing was coming. The blessing still came. And just like the blessing, you don't see when the curse is coming. The curse still came. Blessings and curses may come. You didn't see when the heat come because you was like a tree that roots of a tree that traveled for miles looking for water. You talking about that tree? Yeah. Trees' roots go deep into the ground to find that water. But the water's right there. It don't have far to go. Some tree might be years and years. Man, I just want the water. Where is it? God. Never can find it. Man. All this hard day. 40 years in the desert. Know when we gonna get there? Jesus. This is crazy. Or in the belly of the whale for 3 days. Man, it was almost like I was in there for 5 minutes. What the world? Jesus. Discouraged because God didn't catch you when you fell backwards. Wow. Oh God, you let me down. Oh Lord, but you fell in such a way where you feel more blessed when you got up. And you was like, Man, remember that shoulder that was bothering me before? Man, God fixed that. Well, what happened? I don't know. He lied to me. He said he was going to catch me. He didn't catch you, did he? I said, oh, God, you said you'll never let me fall. Man, how crazy is that? Man, you want to curse out there. You want to curse God out there, man. God, why you... Man, you didn't do it. You didn't hold up to your word, man. God, you let me down all the way. But you don't see. Even to your perspective, when you're let down, he actually just said, look, I just help you with it. Like, the bump to the head actually knocked some sense into you. You didn't realize that, what I was doing. I was trying to get some sense in your head in the first place. I let you bump your head. And then, verse 9, the heart is deceitful above all things and despitefully wicked. Who can know it? I know who. Only God knows this heart. Verse 10, the Lord searched the heart. And the Lord said, I tried the ruins. That is all the messed up parts about the heart that is despitefully wicked and crooked and corrupted. Even to give every man according to his ways and according to his fruit of his doing. So no, we're not pointing out a special group that is in a special content, the elect. All groups belong to God. The elect saved, the hypocrites, the one who said a confession and refused to live in the way to receive blessings. Or, receive blessings. All men, according to the fruit of his doing, according to his ways, and giving it to us. Look, it's coming. The blessing is coming. But then, if you're not careful, you're the one that's going to turn around and go the other way. The curse is coming. You will go run and jump in the curse. Or you turn and go the other way. Why? Because, guys, look, I'm testing all that stuff to see how I might allow you to move at the time. You might want to run and go kiss the blessing, but you've been putting your trust only in men. He's going to twist your little head and you're going to go the other way. Going to thump the back of your head and it's going to bobble. Why? Because you don't belong to yourself. You belong to him. I don't care who you is. It's not a special content church where only the elect favor of God is working for you. You walk in the door, you elect favor of God. You should give $1,000. This is not about that. You out there in Facebook world, or you out there in YouTube world, you out there in the world, you are God's own. And as for God's elect, you should examine yourself by examining everything, even your unfaithful, intolerant, judgmental heart, that thing that's in your body that you call a heart. The Bible called it despitefully wicked, but you call it Christianity. How funny is that? The confessing of the heart that lied to you and said, yeah, you did it. You saved now. You born again now. Now you one of God's now. But that was the devil just rooting you. The devil was saying that, yeah, you this, you that. But the devil knew good and well, yeah, I got him. He's not going to do right. I'm not going to let him do right. I'm going to keep talking to him. Yeah, he hear my voice now. Yeah, I'm cheerleader. Hey, yeah, you did it, buddy. You did it. You received Christ. You did it, buddy. Welcome to the kingdom. Welcome to the kingdom of God. Now all you gotta do is confess again. No, I know I confessed the first time. Once again, I'm confessing that Jesus Christ is Lord and God rose from the dead. I do believe that. I'm a Christian. But now I gotta confess that I am an inconsiderate, intolerant, judgmental SOB. Because that's just what I do out of the nature of who I am. God changed me. God, take it away. Take that out of me. It's gotta be that way. It gotta be that way. But some people in ministry might see the leader and then try to turn that around on them because they have to bring it to the light, because they are in nothing that is in ministry that is in the dark have no production with light itself overcoming it. So the darkness cannot stick around when light comes. So there's no affiliation. Dark and light cannot be in one. When light comes, darks have to go. So it's like the Bible said, there is a shameful thing that we even have to speak of some things done in secret. That we even have to address some of these things. Like I have been addressing in some of my videos, and I know some people hate it because they feel like it speaks to someone. It does. But they only hate it because their deeds are evil. Their deeds are evil. Their deeds are wicked. My deeds are wicked. My deeds are bad. But the difference here is a secret that I am sharing with you, even though we both share a common ground. We both have a quick and corrupted heart. I confess mine. I confess my shame openly. You're too shameful that when light comes, like Adam and Eve, you gotta hide. Why? Because dark hides itself from light. When light comes, darkness gotta go. Here you go. You gotta go. When it's time to open up, I'm opening up. If you don't understand, man, hey, what makes him so different? He had this thing in his past. So, in the opening, who cares? Right. So, once again, it's 777 Awakening News. And I want to do a part 2 of this, which I would explain to you in the 2 shepherds that are leading the tremendous flop of men. So, but you know, Christianity is a divided group, just like Israel. Israel was the kingdom of Judah and the kingdom of Israel. So, and then God brought in a third party and some big time smelling good. So religious people didn't like it. Said, I'm not gonna let all stinking, smelly, Gentile looking, dark, ugly into my presence. God, what's wrong with you? Look at who he is. Look at his hands. He got sense enough to clean his hands. And then they turn around and say the same thing about Jesus. Ah, they didn't wash their hands and they're eating. Oh, look what they're doing on the Sabbath. God forbid these judgments. Because when it comes down to it, the only person that knows the heart. You don't know the heart of this person. Yes, this person, crazy, killing, murdering, half-baked. I know a lot of y'all are going to get half-baked. You're off work, it's Thanksgiving, you got money. But God knows your heart. And I want to, before time, welcome you to the kingdom that's above the dome firmament, the kingdom of heaven. God is with us, y'all. And he's going to see to it that we are all children, sons and daughters of his perfect kingdom with him, when we soon one day be with him. And I pray that in Jesus' name.